Welcome to the Art Lady channel. Today we're going to be making an abstract pumpkin, and we're going to be using some symbols that Joan Miro used. Now, Joan Miro was an artist, let me show you a picture of him, who was born in Barcelona, Spain. And he died when he was 90 years old. He was born in 1893 and died in 1983. So he was 90 years old when he died. And when he died, let me show you a picture of him about 3 years before he died. When he died, that's what he looked like. And he's sitting next to some of his art in his studio. And this is the style of art that he ended up producing most of his life. It's called surrealism. Can you say surrealism? Surrealism. And it's based on simple shapes and simple colors, flat colors, kind of like dreamlike. Sometimes Joan Miro would have dreams and he would draw his pictures, and other times he would look up at the ceiling or the clouds and he would see shapes and then he would draw them in his artwork. So he would be inspired by all kinds of things. Sometimes he would look at people, let me show you this one here, and he would draw the person but make it simple shapes, simple lines, and simple colors. He loved putting this little symbol in his pictures. Let's look at this symbol. It's an X with kind of a lowercase t in the middle. He also loved making zigzags. Now, while I'm showing you some things that he liked to put in his artwork, I want you to think about what do you like from this, because you're going to be getting ideas for your art picture today. So if you like the way Joan Miro made circles with one color, one side, one color, the other side another color, then think about that and you could put that in your artwork today. So as I'm showing you these things, think about what are you going to put in your art. Here's another painting here. Let's look at this one. This is really cool. This one has, is this one with my favorite? This one has almost like, look at this. This is kind of a curve, kind of a moon-shaped curve, or almost, this kind of reminds me of the bull horns, because since Joan Miro was from Spain, in Spain they had a lot of bullfighting at the time. And then, if you look here closely, you'll see all kinds of little symbols and lines. And if you look, they may even look like represent something to you. Let me turn it this way. Look at this face up in here. See, it almost forms two eyes. And this almost looks like a mustache. Maybe the matador's mustache. The person who does the bullfighting. This almost looks like a bird. Here's some of the symbols. Look, crescent moon. And this is a spiral. Triangles. Now, I'm going to show you how to draw some of these. Now, one of the things that Joan Miro puts in his picture, along with circles and geometric shapes, rectangles, squares, triangles, is he does free-form shapes. Remember I showed you this horn? This is a free-form shape. It's not something you can call a circle, triangle, rectangle. So he puts in free-form shapes. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start our picture today because we're going to be making a free-form shape into a pumpkin. And then we're going to use Joan Miro's symbols around our pumpkin to make our jack-o'-lantern. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a dark color, and I'm having the kids today use oil pastels, and I told them they can take a dark oil pastel, and we're going to make a large freeform shape in the middle of our paper. Now, if you place your hand, now you're going to do this with me. Place your hand in the middle of that page. And we're going to take our dark color and we're going to draw around our hand. Now watch how I do this. I'm just going to go around in a freeform shape. I'm not going to touch my fingers. So do that now. Place your hand in the middle and draw around it till you get to the bottom of the page. Now you notice we didn't finish the whole shape, did we? We just made a line when I take my hand away. Now I want you to take your hand away and finish that shape. So come down, make a wiggly line and connect. That's going to be our freeform shape for our pumpkin. Then we're going to take some symbols. And if you take, look at Juan Miro did, these spirals. I'll show you on his actual artwork. Look at this spiral shape. This kind of reminds me of a vine of a pumpkin. So on the top, very middle of your pumpkin, put a number 1. Now you're going to make some kind of a line. It can be a spiral line, or it can be just a free curving line. It can even be a zigzag line. Look in here in Juan Miro's, and you decide what kind of line are you going to put for your pumpkin. Here's zigzag. So I'm going to come off my pumpkin now and add a line. Make it a long line like a vine of the pumpkin. So I'm going to do a zigzag on this one. Up, down, and I'm going to end it with a dot like Juan Miro did. Now, if you want to make a spiral, look how we did this spiral. You can make a spiral. I'll show you how to make spirals. If you come off your pumpkin with a number 1, come over, up, curve. Now look, I'm going to curve down like I'm going to make a circle, just like I'm making a circle down and around. And instead of touching, I'm going to curve it so that there's a space. Keep on curving until you have a very little space. Then you can connect. And that's how I made the spiral for this pumpkin. Now that we have this, if you want to put some of these shapes in, you can. And let's talk about the shapes we see in Juan Miro's paintings. We have triangles. Oh, there's even circles we talked about. You're going to be now using circles, triangles. He had these little headphones shapes, which is an N with 2 dots on it. He did the X with the small letter T. I'll show you how to make that. If you make the letter X, and in the middle put a straight line and a line over, like a small letter T, that makes that star or snowflake design. Now what I want you to do is I want you to design your own pumpkin face using lots of Juan Miro's symbols. And you can refer back to the paintings of Juan Miro, like this. So you might want to use eyes somewhere, crescent moons. Here's a crescent moon combined. And if you want to watch how I'm going to make mine, you can continue to watch. I'm going to start out with, I'm going to do a crescent moon eye for this one. I went down and up, and then I'm going to make another curve this way and a circle in the middle. Then I really liked this shape here for the mouth. So I'm going to make it down, curve around, lift up, and I'm going to connect together. But you can design your pumpkin any way you want. I might even put another spiral right here for another eye. And I'm going to use some of those circle shapes. Remember this? He liked doing circles on top of a line. I'm going to put those circle shapes on as well, right across the pumpkin. And then you can go ahead and put some of these shapes in the background and color it in any way you want. And we're using oil pastels today. And we always want to remember, as we use our oil pastels, we tuck them back into bed. We take out one at a time and tuck them right back into bed. And I like using, when I color with oil pastels, I'm just going to show you this real quick. I like to color my space, and then I like to put another oil pastel color on top. Once I have my space colored, I choose another value that is similar, and I color right on top with another value. And this helps blend the oil pastels in nice and neatly. But this picture can be painted, use crayon, oil pastels, or even markers. Have fun creating your Miro holiday pumpkin. Leave a comment and let me know how yours came out.